Life is beautiful and amazing. I came to such a conclusion after this episode occurred in my fleeting existence. I was once vacationing in Greece on Santorini, a mysterious fairy tale romantic island shrouded in ancient myths called the Lost Atlantis. Waking up early in the morning in my cozy hotel, I decided to go for a walk. My path lay to the top of Santorini, crowned by the monastery of Elijah the Prophet, where a large festive fair is held annually. At the highest point of the island, a breathtaking panoramic view of the caldera, the Aegean Sea, and the island opens up. Walking between the rows, I noticed a girl with lush, caramel-colored hair. She was choosing some jewelry. At the same time, she looked like a beautiful diamond. Next to her stood an equally luxurious lady in a wide-brimmed hat. They were having a pleasant conversation, and I don't know why, but I was drawn to meet them. I approached them and kindly offered to drink something refreshing and get to know each other. The ladies, as it turned out, were not against it. We sat down in the nearest, very charming tavern. My new acquaintances turned out to be a daughter and her mother, vacationing together. Alice, as the girl was named, was very sweet, and her mother, Valentina, although a woman nearly 50, had not lost her former beauty and could give many young beauties a run for their money. Our conversation was very relaxed. Valentina laughed a lot at my not-too-witty jokes. The day was wonderful. I suggested to my companions to go to the charming village of Oya to admire the magical beauty of the local sunsets, also famous for its white-blue houses carved into the rock, and the elegant neoclassical mansions of the local nobility. As the evening drew to a close, we were very tired, and I offered to take my new acquaintances home. They were renting a very beautiful villa. More precisely, the villa was rented for them by Alice's father, who was a banker. The villa, embedded in the rock, was so dazzlingly white that it hurt the eyes even at night. The spotlights illuminating it gave a special sparkle to the building. The luxurious pool with turquoise water was inviting me to dive in head first. My lovely ladies decided not to let me go and offered to continue the evening with a glass of fine wine on the terrace near the pool. Truth be told, I was not against it either. It's not like I wanted to spend the whole evening alone in my room. After drinking some wine, Valentina suggested that Alice and I swim in the pool. We gladly agreed. The water was simply magical. Alice swam and dove. Her precise figure with a very beautiful and neat chest stirred my imagination. Valentina left us and went inside the house, leaving us alone. Alice swam around me, her wet, tanned body so tempting me to do something special. While thoughts swirled in my head, she came so close that I felt the touch of her chest on my hand. She wrapped her thin arms around my neck, and I had no choice but to kiss her hot lips. Everything happened within a few minutes. I took her right there in the pool. She turned out to be quite a sweet treat. We sat on the pool edge, dangling our feet in the water. At that moment, Valentina returned. I think she guessed what had happened between us, but did not show it. We drank another glass of wine and decided it was time to part ways. They made a bed for me in the guest room, and after saying goodbye, I went to it. I lay on the wide bed, my body pleasantly cooled by the silk sheet. The day had been very interesting and eventful. I was slowly drifting off to sleep when suddenly I heard a rustle. The curtains on my window flew up from a draft. The door to the room opened slightly, and I saw someone sneaking up to me. At first, I didn't understand who it could be. But then, to my surprise, Valentina sat down on the edge of the bed. She was in a nightgown, through which a rather large chest was distinctly outlined. Her swollen nipples were clearly protruding under the light fabric. I couldn't believe my eyes. Valentina whispered quietly, "I hope you still have some energy left." And with these words, she pressed her hot body against me tightly. I don't know how she did it, but it was like being struck by lightning. A wave of wild excitement ran through my body. She so skillfully and passionately caressed different parts of my body that I barely restrained myself from moaning. I can't say how long it lasted, but at some point we gave in to the impulse, and a sea of stars scattered across our bodies. It was such an orgasm that I will never forget in my life. This woman opened a new world of feelings and emotions in me. Valentina kissed me goodbye and went to her bedroom. I couldn't fall asleep for a long time thinking about everything that had happened today. What will tomorrow be like? What choice to make? Daughter or mother, they are both so good in their own way. And despite the age difference, I wouldn't mind staying with Valentina. Morning did not take long to arrive. I stepped out onto the terrace, where breakfast and freshly squeezed orange juice were already waiting for me on the table. My lovely ladies were sitting in wicker chairs, animatedly discussing something. They greeted me and, as if nothing had happened, continued to discuss some topic. Everything ended as well as it possibly could. After breakfast, I excused myself, leaving behind my phone number. Let's see what new surprises this acquaintance will bring.